Hey Kevin, good to see you. Good to have you on launch day.
Yeah, you too, Doggo. Nice to meet you finally.
Yeah, it's cool, man. So we've been trying to do this call for like 1 month or something, because I only record the calls on the Friday, and you couldn't make it on Friday because you are in Singapore, right? And so that was a whole thing.
Yeah, time zone difference. But I'm glad, we could find the time and, just be chatting here. So,
Yeah. So like, can you tell us a bit about yourself, like how you became an indie maker, and also maybe like what brought you to Singapore? Like, I guess that's quite interesting.
sure, yeah. I've been an entrepreneur for many years. Basically, I run two SaaS companies right now, or I guess products. Basically, I have like a main referral software SaaS, and then the product I'll be talking about today, LoyaltySurf, is kind of like a sister product because of that.
Mm,
So
yeah, I see.
yeah, I'm in Singapore just because it's a nice place to be. I'm originally from Chicago, in the U.S. and uh, not even like Singaporean, but just like as I was traveling throughout Asia, kind of nomading and stuff. Singapore is like a great place to be, so it's a definitely check it out if you're in the area.
Yeah. What's the main thing that you like there? What's the if you had to say one thing?
There's a whole list, but I would say like in Asia, it's an English city. So if you're in like Bangkok or even like Vietnam somewhere, it's like those aren't English first. So the transition just by default is like there's not really one as far as
Yeah.
communication goes. I'd say that's the biggest.
Cool, man. So, like, how did you? Were you always in the hacking? Or did you used to have like a normal career, normal job? Like, how did you come into this?
Sure, yeah. I would say my whole entire like ever since high school, I've always wanted to do like, build a business and like entrepreneurship. In college, I built a lot of different things and tried a lot of different things, but ended up having like a company that was like a design boot camp. It's kind of like dev boot camp, but for UX and UI design.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
that
Yeah.
yeah, that company, we eventually sold it to WeWork. And so that was like my main first one. So right now I'm doing SaaS. But my whole life, I would say like SaaS has been the golden dream. And I really like what I'm doing now. I don't have to be in person anywhere. I could just be working remotely, and just helping,
Yeah, because I guess organizing boot camps, it's crazy amount of time
Yeah,
spent.
doing it in the cold of winter in Chicago when there's like the blizzards. I'll still never forget that, and I'm just really glad to be doing software. There's nothing like software and
So
online.
wait, so you brushed this off very quickly, but like, so you sold to WeWork. That's impressive. Uh, that sounds
Yeah.
amazing. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, I would say like by the time, so they had approached us, and basically what was going on is like there's a lot of saturation in the space. We had seen like competitors with our niche kind of come and go, and kind of some stay, but like the direct, say like in-person model, there were like two other guys that had tried it for a few years and didn't. So we were basically like the ones that if you're learning like design UX UI, you would look at the reviews and kind of like talk to other like ex students or I guess alumni, and then like that's how we would get students, right? So we would have like global people from all over the world, right? I think it was anywhere from like 30 to 70% if I recall correctly. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think WeWork was looking for a design component because they had acquired Flatiron, which is a dev kind of model for
Hmm.
education, and so we were that design component they were looking for.
Wow, this is cool. Yeah, and boot. Okay, so yeah, it's funny because I see a lot of people do the reverse as you, like, kind of like tired of SaaS and they want to build a real business, like manage, I don't know, trash, like, or some like very real physical business, actual trash. Like I've seen some guy do this business, or like rent Starlink antennas to people who don't know about Starlink or whatever. And so you're doing like the opposite. So that's interesting.
I
Um,
think it's like I think I've learned now that like work is hard work, even if it's like a like I also it's not like I chose it. It's like that was the one that worked out, right? That was the one that had like, oh, there was revenue. Oh, like how do
oh
I
yeah,
keep
so you were
score?
trying different things and you
Yeah,
ended
if
up.
I could pick and choose, I'd still do software. But even right now, I think it's like you're still doing the same amount of work regardless of what. I think I've learned to respect like all different businesses and different spectrums, and wherever that income comes, I think it's still hard work to get that.
I think, yeah, and because every time you want to make money, there's other people wanting to make money, on the same business anytime. So then you
Yeah,
have to compete, and then that's when you have to do hard work, basically.
yeah.
So
Common
yeah.
denominator, the work. You still gotta do work.
Okay, so you sold to WeWork, and how long ago was it? This thing?
I think that was in 2018, so it's been a while now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so then, did you right away wanted to start building SaaS? Like, did you jump right away in
So
it?
I actually was I started learning to code like while like so we hadn't sold the business yet, right? But I still wanted to kind of pursue like I had some failures in between, right? I tried different things like a haircut on demand app, kind of pivot at the software, kind of raise a little
Yeah.
money, go to Vegas, live a bit. But it wasn't like a clean, cut like, hey, I'm done with this. It's like moving on, right? It's like in my mind, I had hoped that, hey, one day this company's going to sell. But by that time comes around, I want to have like picked up the skills that like for me, coding is very hard. It didn't come easy. Like to learn the
Okay.
JavaScript function took many attempts, like over years, to come back to it. So that
Okay.
one was full fledged going into it to learn. So it was learning and trying, and a lot of failing. It took a really long time to build like a SaaS that's like
And
income.
now, do you enjoy coding now? Do you feel kind of confident and do you like it?
Oh, 100%, 200%, especially with AI. Feel very comfortable just being able to leverage that. Nothing like it in humanity so forth. So it's amazing to be living where we are right now in history, I think.
That's funny. I really started feeling that actually yesterday because I've been coding since I'm 15, so like 20 years, and I'm not I'm not the type of genius programmer who can understand everything in 2 seconds and make amazing looking code, but I'm
Hmm.
like just like I just understand and I can build kind of anything, even though it's not going to be the best code. I can build anything, so I feel confidence. But the last couple of years, I kind of stopped coding because I was realizing I needed to learn marketing because that was my problem. I was coding my products but not marketing them. So I'm very bad at doing two things at once. So I was doing just marketing and mostly Twitter and then, other things, copywriting and everything. And yesterday, and then I tried, AI coding a few times the past few months because it was trendy and I was looking into it. And yesterday I saw this article about using ChatGPT O1, which is the super expensive €200 a month model,
Hmm.
but you can still try it with the regular model if you request. And like I just tried it and it just spit out everything I needed in one go. And I'm like, oh wow, I can just become a coding manager. This AI can just be my intern or something, or even better than an intern.
Yeah.
And I felt like finally, oh, I can have my brain on marketing and also do the coding with this AI. Because it was very hard for me to do, coding in the morning and marketing in the evening, or even like week after week, it's hard for me to switch context. It's impossible. I guess it's for a lot of people, but for me, it's like very painful anyway. And so it felt so liberating that you can just, oh, all this bullshit code that I know how to do, but that is not really valuable to spend 2 hours figuring it out. It's fun,
Hmm.
but once you figure it out, 10 times, it's not that enjoyable to do it, an 11th time. But now you can
Yeah.
have AI do it for you, and you can leverage that to have your time be spent on more useful things.
I totally
So,
agree. It just saves a lot of typing, right? You get directed, but I think
yeah.
people are going to pick up on it if a lot of people haven't. But I mean, it's cliche, but this is the future. This is insane. It's
You
nothing
know,
like.
Yeah, and for a while I was resisting because I'm like not. I don't like usually when people say it's the future. I'm like, yeah, this is bullshit, and I avoid it. But this is really good, and so yeah, man, it's very interesting times, and I feel like we only have a limited amount of time, like maybe 2 years, until it's so good that indie hacking might disappear. I don't know. I have this fear that indie hacking might become very difficult, at least in the way we know now. Because I
Mhm.
think in a couple of years, even your grandma can build a SaaS. And I mean, it's not true, but it kind of is. And so it's like the competition is going to be so intense because I think so many people, they don't want to have a job and they wish they could build a business online. It's just too overwhelming. But if you have these tools and it becomes more and more accessible, there's going to be like 10 times more people coming in. And then the competition, man, is going to be insane. So I feel like we have maybe 1 year or 2 years to really build a ton of products with AI because we can be fast with AI and try to make our money now. Like, I don't know. That's how I feel right now.
Yeah,
So,
I think the difference, the distance between the people who are leveraging it and the people who just don't even know about it, I think that will be the like you're going to be left behind. It's just like you don't know how to code if you don't know how to use it. It's like that like 10 years ago, right? Big
oh yeah,
difference
yeah,
right now if you're
yeah,
not.
yeah. I feel like when I learned how to code, it was 20 years ago. It was the beginning of like coding for web. I mean, not the beginning, but kind of the beginning. There was no schools that were teaching you that specifically, and I had to just hack to learn how to build websites. It was the beginning of CSS. So I remember it was back then. You didn't have CSS. You just were building everything with like tables and like crazy shit. It was really bad. And I was learning, and then I had such an edge over everybody else, and then everybody wanted to hire me because nobody could. I mean, of course, people built websites, but it wasn't like today where anybody. There's so many people building websites, and I feel it can be the same. Like it can be this exciting time where, like, if we master AI before everybody else, it gives us so much opportunities and so much leverage. So this is super exciting.
Very, very, very exciting.
So anyway, off with that. And how did you go to find the idea of your product now? How did you go from selling to WeWork, learning how to code, doing like, and now you're doing, I mean, you're presenting one product, but basically they're related to another product. It's kind of like referral, affiliation kind of things.
Yeah,
So can you tell us how you got into that?
yeah. So this product I'm launching with you is called LoyaltySurf. So we have a main referral program software product that helps basically tech startups build in-product customer referral programs. So you could have something where it's like Uber's give a free ride, get a free ride type of referral, right? So we provide that technology with our software.
Oh yeah,
But
okay.
sorry.
No, okay.
Over the years, customers were asking, "Hey, like, can I reward other stuff than just referrals?" So we kind of heard that a lot, and that's kind of where like the loyalty part comes into play. Anything that's not referrals, you could just reward. So it's like, especially for SaaS, it's great because if you want to get more reviews, if you want to get people sharing, making comments on
Oh,
LinkedIn, you're able to reward that. So before, even right now, there's loyalties software, but that's for a lot of it's for e-commerce, online stores, purchase discounts, and like coming back to buy. But this is loyalty in the sense of for like rewarding customer actions and user actions, whatever it is, right? You could give credits, gift cards, cash. You could give unlock features, but being able to automate that.
that's awesome because like that's good for the business, but that's also good, I guess, for the customer relationship where they feel more invested into, their participation in the product in any way.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And so what we see too is like if a customer submits like let's say you have your advocate portal, if a customer of yours submits a review for like G2, they'll also submit it for like Capterra and like
yeah,
other platforms because they're just copy and pasting. But you as the business, in effect, you got 3 times reviews and you didn't have to hassle them and feel uncomfortable on the personal ask. It's more like, hey, here's our rewards program. They click it, they see it's like a $20 offer. You're able to, incentivize that in a formal way so that they also feel comfortable doing that without like it feeling too personal to ask.
that's awesome. Just when I hear you talk about it, I finally see that it makes me think of launch day, which I haven't launched yet, the first version at the time of recording this, and it's the same idea of like you get the discounts on these products if you share on your social and in your network. So
Yeah.
did you? Can you give me hope that it's going to be successful? Like, did you notice that people were willing to do that?
Yeah, yeah. So for example, one SaaS company, right? One customer has worked with us. Over 4 months, they got like 140 different reviews and social actions. So what that means is like they ramped up on G2, Capterra. They got like LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube video comments, right?
Yeah.
And so like without that though, there would just been maybe their social mentions just naturally, but this really super boosted that to spread that word of mouth.
And so, can you show us a bit how it works? Because I'm curious now, how much action is required, by the business trying to set this up? Can you show us? Because it seems
Sure.
super cool, actually.
Yeah, I'll just share my screen here. So it's a simple product. You could get this set up basically within like 15 minutes or within an afternoon. And that's basically because we just give you a branded page that will look like this, which we call an advocate portal. This
Oh
is
yeah.
where you would show the rewards that you offer in exchange for the different actions or tasks that you want people to complete, right? So if you want somebody to like recommend your product in like a LinkedIn comment, you're able to provide details on that and then ask them like specific, hey, give us the URL for that, right? And so this is all automated in a way that you basically have different templates that you could choose from. So let's say we're asking for like a LinkedIn,
Wow, this is so cool.
yeah, it's all pre-populated, right? So even like the details, all you have to do is just set up what that reward looks like, and then you save it, and that'll pop open here.
And so, how does someone verify that people actually do it?
Yeah, that's a great question because it's not like LinkedIn, G2, it's not like any of these guys have an API, right?
Yeah.
But the way this works is actually, let's say your user submits that comments URL, you would get a notification as the admin, and then you could either approve it or look at the details, right? So you get a notification and you get taken to either approving it based on like the details that's submitted here, right? And so once you click that,
And
that's
I
what.
guess you can see the LinkedIn post. I guess you can check. You can go see
Yeah,
it.
exactly. So whatever details that was, if it was a URL, that's
Oh
what.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what I need to build for myself for launch day to verify everybody actually shared the product. This
Actually, yeah,
is
it could definitely help with that in regards, you know,
yeah.
yeah, as far as just being able to verify and just
Yeah.
unlock automatically.
This is so cool, man. And I feel like there's a big synergy with launch day because the goal of launch day is to help indie makers like get visibility and sales for their product. And this is the same thing. This solves the same problem. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
just for indie makers. I guess it's for every startup. But like, wow, this is so cool. And so, what do you recommend? Is it something that you would put? I don't know. After somebody makes a purchase, you send them an email. How is it like the best way to do this?
Sure, yeah, definitely. Like you said, timing wise, it's important. Usually that makes sense, right? If it's after a purchase or after like a wow moment where the customer's inclined to give you something, or like a happy moment. And so like if you offer this like these promotions, if you just make it visible to them, a lot of the times your users will engage, especially if it's relevant and especially if it's incentivizing, like a gift card or like
Yeah, yeah.
credits to your system.
This is awesome. And so, and then I guess you have to set up on the business end. You have to set up special discount codes, or like how do you set up all that? Like how do like the for example, you get $20 if you submit this. How does this unlock in the end?
Sure, yeah. So it boils down to like you could either give gift cards, you could do cash via PayPal, you could do any custom reward via like webhooks. So the possibilities are
Oh,
endless.
you have webhooks as well. Like if you want to trigger something, that can be yeah, that can be
Yeah,
super handy. Like create a unique discount code and send an email to the person automatically or something. I guess.
exactly. Yeah, and we
Yeah.
even have Stripe, ChargeBee, Recurly, so payment processing platforms like that. You can generate that discount. You could apply it automatically.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, like on their subscription, you look at the customer and you can apply to their current, like if it's a SaaS or something. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, this is awesome, man. This is, This is the problem with launch day is every time I discover a new exciting product and I'm like, oh well, I want to build something like this. I want to partner with this. So it's really cool, man. Thank you.
Oh, that's cool, man. No, thank you for the kind words. That's really great to hear. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's really, really genuine, man. So how much does your service cost? How much is the price? Can you show us maybe the pricing page? Because we're still like on this. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
So pricing starts at $39 per month. Everything is month to month. You do save money by going through a yearly plan. One thing I will note that is you can have, we have a free tier, so you can have that whole advocate portal. You could create those templates, and that's all for free. It's only when like you want to automate like those gift cards or the cash or the credits and webhooks that you would have to choose a paid plan. But even
I
just
see.
as far as just like understanding, hey, are people going to be engaged? The free tier comes at no risk to even try it out and see if it makes sense to go to the next step to automate it.
So I guess you can use the free if you don't give real rewards, like if you don't give people money or if you don't want, if you just want to uh, motivate people to do something, but without big rewards for them. Is that it? Or you can still
Yeah,
give them
yeah.
rewards?
You could still give them rewards. It would just not be automated. So you could like still give them like, hey, say get a $20 gift card. It's just when they actually submit it and you approve it, you would have to go use like PayPal or another
Yeah,
provider.
okay, I see, I see. Yeah. Okay, but then you have the startup plan, which allows you to automate.
Yep.
Uh, and so the business plan, what will be the difference there?
Yeah, the business
Uh,
plan just comes with more, like features such as like higher campaign limits, team members. It removes the branding, and then there's some integrations that are premium only to business.
yeah, okay, I see, I see. But yeah, I guess as usual, the middle plan is like the best value, like the startup plan where you get most of the automations.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. And so what's going to be the discount for people who share this on social media, like the big incentive? So it's the same thing here, but like, what's are you going to give it to people so they advocate for this launch day?
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to kind of, for your audience, Dago, we could do 50% off in perpetuity. So that's a lifetime. That's not just first year. If you
Wow,
lock
that's
in,
awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
within like the time frame, if you sign up, by the time you hear this, then basically you could lock that in for life. And it's based on tiers, like participants is somebody who submits like a task or earns a reward. If you're using there's an API too. So if you don't want to use anything front end, if you just want to automate rewards of user
Yeah,
action,
yeah.
so that it's regardless of what plans on both startup and business.
And yearly, monthly, or just monthly?
It applies to both. So if you lock in,
Anything? Okay, yeah,
yeah,
50% of anything. Wow, that's awesome, man. Really appreciate you giving a big one like this because the goal is to, uh, you know, because there will be nine other people in the same launch day as you, and they're giving the best they can also. So it's the most exciting possible. So people share it, and hopefully it goes big. So really appreciate you, giving a big discount like that. And I really hope it gives you this launch day brings you quite a bit of customers because this seems just like perfect. It just seems perfect for an indie maker. Really cool idea. And so yeah, man, I wish you a lot of success. So
cool.
thanks for
Thanks,
being a
Dago.
part
It
of it.
was nice chatting with you, and yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to chat today.
Thanks, man.